Hello everyone, this is Tammy Lynn Chambers, welcoming you back to day 4 of 555 workshop. And I don't know about you guys, but oh my gosh, yesterday, Pele was so, for every day I've been like, oh, this guide is so awesome. She was amazing. She was really cool. And what I've noticed, and really was kind of my underlying intent for this workshop, I saw it with having like really a lot of layers to it in terms of areas and things within us that would be activated. And I think really I stated in the descriptions that, you know, we'd be working with the sacred elements. But those also correspond to energy centers within our bodies as well. And so yesterday was really all about the sacral chakra, the root, and the crown, because at the very end of her Kundalini rising, I mean, my crown like completely opened up, like really big. I mean, all I could see was like purple and yellow. And I felt like I basically had no crown. I mean, not that I didn't have any crown, but I felt like I basically had no top of my head. It just felt like it was all light. So today we switch gears a little bit and we go from fire to water. And what happens when we go to water, and we're also going around the medicine wheel. So if you're familiar with the medicine wheel, or even if you're not, I mean, you can get familiar with it. It's very easy to look it up. But we started in Earth, which is the direction of north, which is all about more of a quiet, earthy energy, which we got in Ireland with the Tuatha De Danann and the leprechauns, who are very earth-based. And then we moved around to air on day 2, which is the direction of east, and a little bit more of an active, bringing in new ideas and new energies, which really is what Romulan did when he opened us up to our inner medicine person. We're going to start getting all these new ideas. And then yesterday was the element of fire, which really opened up, like I said, our sacral and our crown. But the element of fire is also the direction of south, which is a lot of active energy. And we really did activate with fire and open up and make that Kundalini rise. And she was awesome. She had me, she said some things that I probably would never have said myself. She cracked me up. And the Menehune had me like laughing all day. So when they said, I think at one point they came out and said the light codes are in our laughter. And I was somewhere yesterday and there was like funny cards. It was like a mail store or whatever, and there was funny cards, and I was just like laughing out loud at these cards, all the people around, and I was like, I didn't even care. Like normally I probably would not have been that like loud about myself. I would be a little bit more into myself, but man, I was just laughing out loud and I was having the most fun, and I just kept thinking of them, like, and they're like giggling. It was so funny. But today we are working with water, which is the direction of the west. And that really gets into our emotional side of things. The moon is also associated with this direction and with water and with lunar. You know, she's lunar energy. And so it's no surprise. I told you I don't like plan these things, but it's no surprise that the Lady of the Lake and Arthur and Avalon came up for this channeling and this exercise that we're doing. I don't really know exactly what we're going to talk about. I know it's going to be emotional for some of us, because myself included, I've had quite a few past lives in Avalon, and so it's really a place that's very close to my heart, and I'm very fond of it. Even as a little girl, I mean, I just resonated so strongly with Arthur and Merlin and the Lady of the Lake and all of that. Like, I just read those stories over and over again. So for this day, it's quite interesting how they want us to lay down, and I guess I'll try it. Let's see here. I'm outside on like a picnic bench, But they want us, so you know how you see like knights, like you see pictures of knights, I don't know what this is, but like you see them like laying down and they kind of have their sword. There's a famous artwork out there from somebody, and they sometimes show the Lady of the Lake like this too, like she's laying on the lake with like Excalibur on her, you know, kind of just laying on top of her. And so they have me laying down on this park bench. So I guess they want you to kind of lay down as flat as you want to be, and just getting in a receptive pose and getting cozy, like if you need a blanket or something, a little pillow, if you need like cozy socks, to go ahead and like prepare that in advance. You know, like you can pause me and then go get that. And I'm just going to feel into this energy, and remember I said everything you kind of hear around you could become part of this channeling. I don't know, like lately with these trance channels I go in so deep I have no idea what's going on around me, so the dog is like posted up if she sees something, so we'll try to hope, you know, the intent is no one kind of comes around to set her off. Okay, so get yourself ready. Just take a deep breath. Hello, my loves. You've arrived. You arrived at my Isle of Avalon. My home. A home for many of you. A sacred space. Really, where only priestesses were allowed. There was another place for the men, where they went to learn, to establish their knighthood. The stag and the hind. You want to know why we've come here? It's the energy of the place and of the space. You feel him here. You've already been asking about him in your mind, like, is Merlin going to show up? Even though we said Arthur would be joining us for this journey. It would not be complete without my partner in crime. Oh, for Merlin and I, we had so many adventures together. He's here. He's watching. He knows I may choose to invite him in, but it's not necessary. He says you will receive his energy anyway. For isn't this day all about activating your inner magician? Yes. And we are magicians of the highest caliber. No pun intended. Excalibur. The sword we created. Le mort d'Arthur. Oh, what a journey. I want you to be comfortable for this activation. My channel, she's not fully receiving me yet. We're going to take her deeper now. We're floating out to Avalon now in the boats. Feel the water beneath you and the fog. Oh, we sisters, we know how to part the fog to reach through the portal, get to Avalon. It's a hidden isle. Only those sisters of the isle know this secret incantation. You lift your hand. You say the words. The mists of Avalon part, and you see our homeland, your homeland. There before you, the Isle of Avalon. It's so magical. Oh, it's like a homecoming every time I come home in my travels. Merlin and I, we go everywhere together. Spreading magic. Even now, we travel far. My sisters, the beekeepers, the Melissas of the Isle come to greet us as we step off the boat. We're going to the tour. It's a stone's throw away from here. Not actually part of the Isle herself, but we can see it from every aspect, every viewpoint of the island. We climb up the steep incline. And as we reach the tour, again, you touch your hand to it. You feel it. You've been here before. The Tour of Michael, the Tower of Michael, they like to call it. It's guarded. Heavily guarded. Many people have come here and wonder what this place is all about. Well, wonder no more. You are here, the tour. It has energy. You just put your hand out to receive it. I am not so different from yourself. My channel says, why do I not feel different when I channel you? And I'm like, oh, my sister, because I am you. You are me. We are one. Yes, you are an aspect of me, dear sister. Those listening, those that have been here before, feel me in their heart. A magical homecoming. You read about me all the time, like the mists of Avalon just describe me perfectly. Although the little shorter in stature than I would like to have been described. Oh, yes, my sisters. I pause for the emotion to come through. You hear it, the chink of armor, the weapon at his side. He approaches us. Oh, our dear cousin. Brother Arthur appears. Why he wanted to be a part of this journey, sometimes I never know. He's always inserting himself in my business. Oh, I know he feels close to me. I deliver this sword to him. Oh, brother, you just cannot leave us alone for one moment. She will channel him now. The sword at my side. It feels so good. So good to be here. This is really just a homecoming. The true magic happens with our father-son. Oh, Merlin. Everyone finds him so fatherly. I don't know. I always felt like he was a brother to me. I know you feel like I need to go into my story all over again. Bring back Lancelot and Guinevere. But those are stories well told. We don't need to go there now. I am here to balance out the female energy in this channeling, in this activation. Twin souls. Twin flames, you may call them. It's all the same. It's the divine feminine, the divine masculine coming into union. I know all about the arts of magic. Working with the dragons. Uther Pendragon taught me. taught me much. Dragon energy is strong here today. I wield my sword as a sword of light, much like your Archangel Michael. We're at the tour. Where do you think we activated this Excalibur sword? It's filled with the light of Michael. I'm filled with the dragon energy, the Pendragons, the Round Table. And as I step in to talk with my brother, I'm filled with the magic of the Melissas, of the beekeepers, Merlin, my father figure, my friend, my brother. It's a family energy here today, coming home to family. Your heart is light. Your heart is light. He wants to come in so badly. Oh, you old magician, come on in. Come on. I thought you would never call me. Finally, you allowed me into this circle. Now the real magic can begin. Yes, the real magic. The sorcerer's energy and power. To ignite the flame of two into one, the union. Divine masculine, divine feminine. You think all I did was sit around and come up with potions and spells for knights and ladies? Oh, gosh. That was just the thing I did. That was my side job. My real work was divinity, soul union. Masking as a magician. They saw me as a jester. They didn't recognize my true magnificence and power. Oh, but Morgana Le Fay, she knew. My sister. All of us, our true role to unite the masculine and the feminine. I speak an incantation spell now to bring holy union within you, to open up your inner magician, to open up the portals to the divine, to open up the magic within you. The sword, it cuts. The isle, it activates. My magic brings it all together. Oh, yes. They say you get more organized when I'm around. You'll want to start making lists because I can give you all sorts of things to focus on. This magic that you hold within you, divine spark, divine flame. Let's do this now. This initiation into the mystery school of Avalon. I ask Arthur to lay down by the Tor. I ask our young lady of Avalon to lay down beside him. Arthur, I need the sword. I take Excalibur, which I enchanted with the magic of Michael. I hold it up to the heavens. Receiving the energy down through the sword, it comes through both my hands, out through my feet, into the feet of Our Lady of Avalon, into the feet of Arthur, up, 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 through the channel that was created, through your ascension column, up to the top of your head. I bring the sword down. I touch it to your crown. I touch it to their crowns. And with my hand, I create an energy ball. I place this energy ball between you, your divine aspects, igniting your inner twin flame. It's a quiet energy today. These two have been through this process many times. They almost don't feel it anymore. Stand up, you two. Stand up.
For you who have never been through this process, it is emotional. It doesn't happen right away. The small miracle you're wondering, it's the divine union of yourself. Your twin flames within, activated, perfect balance of masculine and feminine. That creates the magician, the sacred alchemy, where you are able to create now in power. It's a turning on energy, igniting the flame within. I know how to teach magicians their trade. I know how to teach souls in union. You must work with me for 7 days while I turn on the mysteries within you. You call me to your dream time. Say, Merlin, you may enter my dreams tonight, and I will come in and download this information. The mystery school's available to you now. Do not forget about this. It's important you remember, if you want these activations, to call me into dreams. Do I speak light language? Well, of course. All my incantations are language of light. Spells to ignite. Can I create magic out of thin air? Can I make something appear? Of course I can. You can too. But you must focus and practice. You don't think it took Arthur overnight to learn these things. Our beautiful lady of Avalon worked many, many lifetimes with me. I am an activator. The sheer mention and my presence is with you, activating within you a divine flame of unity oneness, unity consciousness. Who are other aspects of me? Oh, many. Oh, many. I am a star person. We need to ground this flame within you. The three of us stand together. We call on the dragon energy, the light language of the guardian dragons of Pendragon. Receive this initiation now. Oh, she circles above us, this beautiful black dragon. She's got a gold heart. I've worked many, many lifetimes with her. She's instilling her magic in you now. Raise your hands up to her. Palm up. She sends energy down through your arm. Feel it come down into your heart space. This is a slow-moving energy. The activation, like I said, 7 days of your earth time. Within your dreams, you receive this. I turn this over to my lovely lady. It's all yours. Avalon is open to all who wish to learn the mysteries of the goddess. In your heart, you've been here many times before. You know within you the incantation
to part the mists and visit our sacred sisterhood. Many of you already live in spirit on this land, as does our channel, who has created a home space here. You can come visit her anytime here too. She knows these lands well. She understands the magic and can help you to open your inner priestess, your inner magician, your inner guardian. Arthur, my brother, any final words? Courage, courage, strength, wisdom, magic, power. Divine masculine, divine feminine activated. You don't have to look outside of yourself for these energies. Twin flame is part of your soul union. You can work with me at any time as well. We're a triumvirate, the three of us. We can come to you together. I can come to you separately. You can play around more in my magical kingdom. If you so wish to want to replay that story over and over and over again. Or you can seek me out for new wisdom about what it means to be a knight at heart, have courage and strength. It's magical, these lands. It will always live within you. We collectively now bid you farewell. And know, you have everything you need within you. Goodbye, my sisters, my brothers. Goodbye. Goodbye.